is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This time he'll look to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 33-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks.
Touchdown, 49ers! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And Kamara with a carry there on 1st down as he works his way forward for a pickup of 4.
He's tackled at
the end of all that hitting and hollering. It was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
11-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time, John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
7 more yards.
A very solid gain of 27. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
18-yard line.
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Connection made with Chenault. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Is 3rd.
The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. They'll run. This is Kamara. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Taken down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there. On 2nd down, Kamara. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. 3rd down here.
3rd down. And 4 yards to go.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Lions.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And now it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Back to throw again. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They start to drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
No gain on the play.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Jackson now to return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come out with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
26-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Lions' 21-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays,
and he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, touchdown, San Francisco. K.J. Hamler, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Good. Makes the score Niners 21, Lions nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
9-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
The ball carrier.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Hard throw, incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1. Just looking really dominant, extending. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Julian Okwara. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Able to get there and pick it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it. Complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for, but it'll be second down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
It's a gain of 5.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Mahomes to throw once more. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Throwing on first down is Mahomes, being chased out left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 21, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here's Jackson to return. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
The score, Niners 35, Lions 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Back now here in Santa Clara.
With the score,
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 13. Hey, alert 3.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And he fires one incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Lions on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
is a turnover on downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touch.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the 49ers continue to roll. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Niners 42, Lions 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18 ready, 18 ready.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Kicker on for the extra point.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him, and they haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. They're going option play on third down. A quick toss out right. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. A give. This is Kamara. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd and 9.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Lions are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On the ground, it's Ford. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise or throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line. Scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
3-yard line. Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Niners, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.